Hi everyone. All right, y'all. Spirit has been pulling me toward Brandy and Beyonce. Of course, Brandy's on tour with Monica, but Brandy and Beyonce have not been seen pictured together. However, Brandy and Beyonce have been seen pictured together with everyone else, quite literally. Two icons, two legacies, two completely different spiritual fingerprints. Tonight we're tapping into the energy, their connection, and the truth spirit once revealed. Let's get into what is the real tea behind Beyonce and Brandy. Thank you all for being here, by the way. I'm available for personal readings. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can book me at 703-791-9162, or, of course, the website, lamartownsendtarot.com. All right. The first question I want to know, and it's very simple, why have they not been pictured together at the Brandy and Monica tour? Are they actively avoiding each other? What's the reason why Brandy and Beyonce have not been seen pictured together? Although they've been seen pictured together years before, decades before, why at the Brandy and Monica tour have Beyonce and Brandy not been seen pictured together? Is there a rivalry? Is there a quarrel? Is there a beef? Are they avoiding each other? Why have they not been pictured together, Spirit? I get escape. Ooh, there is a little bit of avoidance. There is a little bit of avoidance. Um, it feels more like, for some reason, maybe this is alleged. Feels more like or it feels more like Beyonce, not just Beyonce, but Beyonce and is it Kelly or Beyonce and another woman? It maybe Solange. There's a sense of avoidance, and the monk's energy there kind of gives me the energy of Brandy. It's like, you know, he's a monk, but he kind of looks a little frustrated, right? There is an energy of avoidance for some reason. I get resistance as well financially. I'm wondering, is there some resistance, some issues behind the scenes with the tour itself? How the money was allocated, how it was set up? Is there hidden tension between Kelly, once again, who's a performer on the tour, an opener, and Brandy maybe, or and it seems like it's more Brandy, but there's definitely something here. Where there's smoke, there's fire here. All right. I get idealism. These are two both seasoned veterans in the game. They're not going to be caught slipping up about each other, in front of the cameras. All right. Especially Brandy. I don't feel like, I mean, Beyonce, you don't even expect that type of energy. I get negotiations though. Interesting. This has now become a meeting and a photo op that would have to be negotiated, which kind of gives a little bit of like fake energy. So I'm almost getting, if they do eventually get pictured together, it was negotiations, which is weird a little bit, but maybe not weird because it's Brandy and Beyonce, right? But I mean, to be fair, Rihanna was there. But I don't think Rihanna took a picture with Beyonce either. Anyway, Rihanna had no issues taking pictures with everyone. Rihanna seemed like she was having her a good old time, honey. But anyway, endurance, huh? This is some tension between these two that has endured. This isn't a new thing. This tension, this weirdness, this awkwardness. I get enterprise, concentration connected to one-on-one relationships. Look at the star, but the star in the web. Mm. There's some hush hush energy here, y'all. There's some behind the scenes tea we're not privy to. These two camps are talking about each other. Brandy's camp and Beyonce's camp are talking about each other. And I don't know if it's all nice words, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if Brandy behind the scenes has some curt words for, Beyonce, Jay-Z and their, I guess, behavior, but it's just like how this is becoming a thing. Like, that's what I get. I get assertion. It's almost like who's the biggest star in the room. You would think it would be Beyonce, but I think some people underestimate Brandy's star power, even presently today. And technically, Brandy was the first to do it out of the two, right? But assertion shows up connected to ending change. These two women need to have like a sit down. You know what this is giving? The energy of this is giving? This is giving the energy of Brandy and Monica have healed and grown up and mended fences. Now it's almost like what was once Brandy and Monica being at odds is now Brandy and Beyonce. And it's fueled by the camps, the people around, the people hovering around, right? And I don't think Brandy likes it. The energy comes across as I don't think Brandy likes it like that it's a thing. But I also feel like Beyonce is unbothered. Very, very earth versus air, child. The earth signs unbothered. The air signs anyway. Harmony. It just feels like tension. Unspoken tension. Unspoken. I don't know if it's necessarily a beef. It just feels like tension. Rebellion. Connected to social groups and social dynamics. And this is really not just about Beyonce and Brandy. This involves other people. Which is why, once again, I'm wondering, does it involve Destiny's Child? Does it involve Kelly? I heard rumors about something with Jay-Z. Like, other people are involved in this tension that is central between Beyonce and Brandy. All right. But it's behind the scenes tea is what I get. Intuition as the last card. These two are highly intuitive and perceptive as well. And these two are not really someone where if the energy feels funky, they're not going to want to engage, period. They both come from different perceptions of it or perspectives of it. Beyonce is just going to be unbothered and not speak on it and go on about her day, her business. Brandy's going to say something about it. Brandy's going to harp on it. Brandy's going to think about it and then eventually get over it, right? That's what I get. Hmm. Interesting. All right. Is there a beef between Brandy and Beyonce? What is the underlying issue? What's the underlying tension here between Brandy and Beyonce? Who are the other people involved in this tension between Brandy and Beyonce? What is the true underlying energy in this tension between Brandy and Beyonce? I hear creatively, so there may be some creative tension. Do they step on toes creatively at some point? I don't think they did, but I listen. Once again, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Discovery. Something may have been discovered about each other's characters behind the scenes. It kind of feels like telephone, a game of telephone. Something is said, and then by the time it gets to the other person, what was originally said is misconstrued. It may not be the full truth. I get the acquisition card connected to money, finances, personal belongings. Once again, is there issue over a man? Is there issue over I once had this and now you have it? Like, there's something with that energy. Or I once did this and now you're doing it. Restless connected to thoughts, the mind communication facing enthusiasm. Ironically, I feel like the families as a whole would get together quite well. Like I could see, all right, the very yeah. I think the families, I think the parents actually would get along well. I feel like Tina. I don't know, maybe I don't know about Matthew, but I feel like Tina actually would get along with Brandy's parents, Sonia and Willie. I think. Anyway, speculation shows up connected to creativity, self-expression. Crab in a bucket mentality, crab in a barrel mentality. These two have some beef and creative beef. They may have worked with a producer or singer songwriter or songwriter. Something was meant for the other, but it ended up going to someone else, kind of thing. Or something was stolen. A song may have been stolen, maybe. These two have creative beef. I'm looking back at their albums and like thinking, was there a year where their albums overlapped, or a year where one album came out and then another? It feels like something Beyonce may have taken from Brandy, or may have been offered, may have been, she may have gotten something that was meant for Brandy, and that may have upset Brandy. That's the energy I get. There's creative differences here. I get romance. There is a romantic connection. I'm not saying Brandy and Beyonce, but it does feel like, do they date the same guy as well? Like there's an overlap with these two. These two have overlapped before, either creatively, socially, and that's where the tension, or all of the above, but that's where the tension, flirtation. Were these two flirting with the same man? Like what? Criticism. Hmm. Exaltation. Outside influences, and I get companionship as the last card. Mm. Hmm. The question is once again, I think other people are involved in this tension between Beyonce and Brandy. It could be friends that they had. They both had similar social circles, similar friends, um, similar producers, similar songwriters. Something similar between these two overlapped and caused an issue in some way, shape, or form is the energy I'm picking up. And it's kind of never been resolved. It's like kind of formed into like this unspoken resentment a little bit. And I think Beyonce can feel it off of Brandy. Like, once again, it's like, don't engage, don't want to engage, don't want no beef, don't want no drama. Like, if there's anyone Beyonce doesn't want beef with, this is how you know she doesn't want beef, because she's doing her absolute most to avoid. I really don't think she wants beef with Brandy. Like, believe it or not, she doesn't want the backlash. Brandy's also smart enough to know it's Beyonce, but Beyonce clocks Brandy's star power. Beyonce clocks Brandy's not just star power, but her pull on the industry. Brandy still has pull on the industry. Clock that T. Will these two ever resolve their tension? Will these two ever come together? Will Beyonce and Brandy ever come together and resolve this tension between them or this weird energy? Almost rivalry is giving like Alphaba and Glinda at the beginning of Wicked, Wicked Part 1 at the beginning when they first, meet and they're like fighting, getting to know each other. Okay, the first card I get is companionship. I get a yes. These two actually could be eventually pictured together, doing something together. All right. Could be amongst other artists as well. Or it could just be them. I get principal. They may end up collaborating on something. I get ego. Ego. It's interesting. Beyonce, this is what I'm hearing. This is exactly what I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. Beyonce forces Brandy to remember who she is, or Beyonce reminds Brandy of who she is or was. So Beyonce's presence and energy forces Brandy to step up. And like, I don't know if it's compete, but it's like be better, be best, show up in my best form. I don't know how Beyonce responds to that energy necessarily, cuz like Beyonce's competitive. They're both competitive is what I'm the energy I'm picking up. One forces the other to step up. And there's something about Brandy that you know Beyonce is not someone that easily loses focus or easily glitches out a little bit or um gets tripped up or gets like phased. But there's some believe it or not, there's something about Brandy that I'm not saying Beyonce would be intimidated or threatened, but there you would see a little glitch, like a little like if you watch closely, it's like oh she's glitching a little bit. There's like you know like I don't like if these two are on stage, I keep seeing them like looking at each other, sizing each other up a little bit, but also it's like comparing. Like I'm looking to you as a judge of am I doing good? It's weird. It's weird synergy between these two that doesn't happen with other artists. You're not going to see this synergy between even Beyonce or Mariah. But there's something about the synergy between Beyonce and Brandy. It's like two alphas recognizing each other and being kind of intimidated or startled by your each other's power. But it's like also the fact that you clock it like I clock your power, you clock my power. Two queens, you know, sizing each other up, but it's like, oh, you get it, kind of thing. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but there's an interesting synergy between these two, where their souls recognize and clock each other, but it's also like there's so much weight behind Beyonce. There's so much weight behind a Brandy that it's like that comes with it too. All right. Anyway, impulsiveness, emotionally. Mm, I get devotion. The thing with these two is that they're both dedicated to the craft, to the art. That's what would bring them together. I get adaptability connected to work. I think Brandy and Monica could pair well. I don't think Brandy and Beyonce will be besties ever, most likely. I do get the flattery card though. Look at how the twins right there are like looking at each other like they literally recognize each other. This is Brandy and Beyonce. This is the perfect example of Brandy and Beyonce right here. Right here in the middle, above their heads. Two souls clocking and recognizing each other, but also sizing each other up. All right. Inspiration. I just got it. I just got it. I just heard it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the synergy is, and maybe this is yin and yang. Beyonce forces Brandy to step up. Brandy humbles Beyonce. Brandy reminds Beyonce that she's not the brightest star in the room when she's used to always being the brightest star in the room. There's certain people, Brandy's one of them, who have star power. When they walk in a room, the energy shifts, period. I really think Brandy's one of them. And I mean, we know Beyonce's one of them, right? Interesting. Interesting. I get health. The issue is I don't think Beyonce likes being in that position of being humbled. I think Brandy likes being in that energy of like stepping up and like, but see, Beyonce gets that from being in Destiny's Child, right? So there's also, I think that aversion to that energy as well. Anyways, this is getting deep. Dang. All right. Defense. These two have some defensive wounds incurred, being pitted against each other, but just being pitted against women, great women, protection. And I get indecision. Mm. The issue with these two is I think they're not going to know how to handle each other initially. So little things could be taken as shade. Shade could be thrown, and it didn't mean to be thrown, right? Um, it's like little things like that. But I don't think these two will be besties. um, I just don't think Beyonce set up like that anyway, and I really don't think. I really don't think Brandy's interested either. Believe it or not, I really don't think she is. She's seen it. She's seen it all, is what I hear. She's good. Helper of emotion. It says romance blooms and you find yourself falling in love. Is this about a man again? Is it the boy's mind, honey? Gifts of flowers, love letters, and poems read aloud are all in your future. Marriage proposals, weddings, and past life connections are possible. These two have a past life connection as well, Brandy and Beyonce. Someone new who is romantic, dreamy, and emotional may enter your life. This person could be an artist who's an idealist about love. Interesting. This was a very interesting reading. If you would like to book your own reading, I am available. I would love to read for you. Let me show you my website really quickly for anyone who would be interested in booking a reading, of course. This is my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. Once you've reached this page and you're on the right page, you can scroll down and read reviews. You can also follow me on my social media pages where I do weekly horoscopes. If you would like to book your own reading, go to the store section. This is where you can go to view everything I offer. I offer quite a lot. I offer email readings, video recorded readings sent to your email. I also offer phone readings, 15-minute, 30-minute, hour-long phone readings. You can also book your own time. For example, click Add to Cart for the type of phone reading you would like to book. Scroll down, click the date and time that you would like to book your reading. As soon as you make your payment, I'll get a confirmation email. You'll get a confirmation email. We'll take the next steps to get your reading done as soon as possible. I also do offer candles, protection candles, love candles, success in finances, success in love candles, open roads candles, blockage removal candles, cleansing candles. I also offer birth chart readings, individual compatibility, transit birth chart readings. I also do offer compatibility birth chart readings, like I said, mediumship readings, past life readings, tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes, and so much more. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe because I also go live as well. So thank you all for listening and watching. If you're new, make sure once again you like, share, and subscribe. And if you're not new, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you in your own personal reading, or I will talk to you later. Love and light. God bless. Bye. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz.